This is EWS Weekly News.
Hello, and welcome back to the EWS Weekly News. I'm Abby Cowan, and we are so glad to have you with us today. We have a wide range of stories to cover this week, and we begin with the recall election in California of Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom. National political correspondent Ethan Canfield has the details.
The results of the recall election of the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, were released, and Governor Newsom has been voted to stay in office. The Democratic governor was elected in 2018 and since then has faced criticism from Republicans on many issues, including his handling of homeless people and the pandemic. 63.8% of Californians voted no to recalling Gavin Newsom, while 32.8% voted yes to recalling him. The California Democrats believe that the recall was merely a power grab by Republicans and that the recall has no real basis. Democrats are celebrating this win as they are now confident they have a strong chance of winning in many elections in the 2022 midterms. Abby, back to you.
Thank you, Ethan. Next, we update you on Hurricane Nicholas, whose unexpected path spared many of us in Houston but left severe damage in other counties. Weather correspondent Phoebe Cosgrove is here to tell us more.
Hi, everyone. Only a few days ago, Houston was almost faced with a daunting tropical storm. However, Hurricane Nicholas all but spared Houston. Hurricane Nicholas made landfall near Matagorda Bay early Tuesday morning. It was quickly downgraded to a tropical storm and eventually to a depression. Hurricane Nicholas was no Hurricane Harvey, which dumped 60.58 inches across the city. But the 8.8 inches recorded in Galveston County was enough to inundate highways and streets. Hurricane Nicholas reached a wind speed of 81 miles per hour. Houston gusts peaked at 63 miles per hour on the city's south side. CenterPoint Energy crews are working tirelessly to restore power to the nearly 500,000 customers who were without power at its peak Tuesday morning. Thanks and stay safe. Back to you, Abby.
Thank you, Phoebe. Next, we have some good news. The successful launch of the first all-civilian space mission, Inspiration 4. National correspondent Alex Savitsky is here to tell us who's there and what's going on.
Last Wednesday, SpaceX, the aerospace company headed by Elon Musk, successfully launched the first fully civilian spaceflight mission into the orbit of the Earth, lasting 4 days and returning on Sunday, September 19th. Flying on the aircraft are billionaire tech entrepreneur and mission commander Jared Isaacman, along with geoscientist and science communicator Sian Proctor, serving as the mission's pilot. Also on board are physician assistant Haley Arsenault, who is the chief medical officer, and data engineer Chris Sombrowski, serving as the mission specialist. The purpose of the mission is to gain more scientific research on effects of space on astronauts, and also to gain funds for the Children's Research Hospital of St. Jude's. The mission plans to include ultrasounds, microbe samples, and in-flight health experiments to see the effect on civilians that have not gone through astronaut training. The results of the mission will be intriguing for space exploration, as Inspiration 4 is the first all-civilian mission in history. Back to you, Abby.
Thank you, Alex. Lastly, we end with a unique update on COVID-19 in the Houston community. I sat down with Dr. Clay Haas to learn more about the Delta variant, vaccine effectiveness, and how we can stay safe during this third wave. Here's a brief look at the insights Dr. Clay Haas shared with me.
So what we're seeing now is younger patients. 100%, in my opinion, in my experience, are unvaccinated. We've seen a handful of vaccinated breakthrough COVID cases who are sick enough to be in the ICU, but there's always some other confounding factor. Either they're a transplant patient and they're on immunosuppressive agents and they never really mounted an immune response to begin with, or they have some other significant comorbidity. But I would say in my experience, 99% are unvaccinated.
Wow, so with that, what would you say to those who remain hesitant to get their initial vaccine, even after it has been approved by the FDA? And what advantages have you noticed that the vaccine has with patients who are infected?
Excellent. My advice is that, as it has been ever since these vaccines were available, get vaccinated. It's safe, it's effective, and it really is the only effective method of preventing yourself from becoming infected. All the other mitigation efforts that we talk about, masking, social distance, those are important, but pale in comparison to being vaccinated. And the vaccines have absolutely been shown to protect not only against infection, but protect against hospitalization and death. So, a vaccine hesitant person right now really has no reason to be fearful of the vaccine. They should be fearful of not getting the vaccine. Okay?
Thank you, Dr. Haas. If you are interested in learning more, please watch the full interview on our YouTube channel, the EWS Weekly News. Thank you all for tuning in, and with that, we will see you right back here next week on the EWS Weekly News.